Hi, this is Malia, and I'm going to be telling you about my design plans or my engineering plans for my Periscope. The first step is going to be the ask. How can I see above the crowd without standing on top of anything? And for the imagine part, I decided that we were going to do a periscope. That way we were able to see above the crowd without having any other problems or anything that we needed to be standing on. And I will show you my periscope a little bit later, but I want to go through the other steps of the design process first. The next step is the plan, and I actually chose to go with the plans that we were given. I was a little bit nervous about branching out when I saw the difficulty level was hard. I felt that I wasn't going to be efficient enough and also successful if I would have branched out a little bit. But as I went through the creating process and the improved process, I realized that I probably could have branched out a little bit more and probably would have been successful as well. So for the create, I ended up using a recycled piece of box. I measured it, making sure that I had enough on horizontally and vertically, and I used the box cutter to cut it out. About halfway through, when I was in the middle of putting my lines for the actual part that I would be bending and being able to fold, I realized that the measurements that I was using were not going to give when it came to the overlap. So I ended up having to already improve it by giving myself an extra inch in order for me to do that. So I ended up actually re-measuring and also recutting and making sure that I had that extra inch of overlap. And when I folded it, it actually ended up working a lot better. And also when I was finished with my actual folding and I'm putting in my mirrors, I realized that the one direction of mirrors actually ended up working a lot better than the other, which showed me that I needed to move my mirror directions a little bit more and make sure they come together a little bit and align better. So I ended up doing that. And in that process, I ended up constructing something that looks like this. So I do have the one mirror that's here, and I also have the other mirror that's here. And I chose to go with this type of design because my students right now are focusing on animal adaptations. And I felt like it was a good way for it to be camouflaging if I was looking for something that's in nature. And since obviously they're doing animals, I felt that that was more of a nature concept. And they actually seemed pretty interested and thought it was pretty cool that I was able to construct something like this, and they were interested in being able to use it in the future just as much as I was. So it ended up being a great way for us to be able to incorporate numerous things within my classroom, but also doing it in our STEM integration that we're doing as well. Thanks.